Alright, today we're going to take apart one of the brand new Wii U's. To start off with, on the bottom of the system, there are a bunch of little black plastic stickers that are covering up all of the screws. So we're just going to take a little razor and then pry those up, and then save those somewhere so you can stick them back on later. There are 6 screws around the edge, and you're going to need something called a tri-wing screwdriver. A bunch of the screws on this system are those. These 3 right here are just your regular Phillips head. And then on the side of the system, there's another little screw that holds in the battery. This little battery, sometimes if your Wii won't start, you can just replace this battery and it'll get going. 2 more screws along the side, also the tri-wing. And then the other end of the system slides up and off, which shows us a few more screws, still the tri-wing. And once you get those off, the black plastic casing lifts up away from the system itself. Now the front faceplate is held on by 2 screws, both Phillips head. So I'm going to release one right here and then show you how to undo the ribbon cable. The ribbon cable is positioned just inside, and there's a little latch along the edge that you have to flip up, and this unclamps the ribbon cable from the system. Then you can pull on the little blue tab, which releases it. Then do the other Phillips head screw on the other end of the faceplate. And the whole faceplate will come up and away from the system. Now the actual CD drive itself is held in by 4 black screws, all Phillips head. So unscrew each of those. So if your CD drive has stopped working, it's easiest just to replace the whole thing. Pop out the screws, and there's a little ribbon cable underneath that you'll see here in just a second. Right here. And if you take your little pry tool and flip up the little black lever at the bottom, that'll unclamp the ribbon cable from the device. And here's the model number just in case you need to buy another one. Now the fan on the rear is also held in place by 2 black Phillips head screws. So I'm going to unscrew those, and then the fan just wiggles out of the little slot that it's in. And then you can unplug the connector. And here's a close-up shot of that. Now there's 2 black screws holding on the little black plastic bracket over the heatsink. So unscrew those and you can get started on the really fun stuff. Right here are all of the silver screws that are surrounding the metal part that's covering the motherboard. So basically unscrew anything that's silver. All of the screws are pretty visible. And then the metal bracket is unattached from the bottom plastic. Now here you can kind of see where the screw is attached from the heatsink on the top end. So I'll show you what that looks like as soon as we get this metal bracket off. There's a bunch of little metal antennas that are attached to the plastic bracket, and each one of them are clipped in. So you just bend down the little clip and then untangle the wires from the little plastic brackets that they're in. It's pretty simple to see where they go, but also take a mental note where they're at so you don't get messed up later. Also, as a side note, make sure to keep all of the screws organized as you're taking this thing apart, because the screws are different sizes and go in different locations. Here's the heat sink. You can see the little fins that help to dissipate the heat and the 4 screws that hold it onto the processor. I'm not going to show you how to take off the processor just because it does require new thermal paste as well. Anyway, thanks for watching.